Oh, it's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and dale to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-dah-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-dah-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid. But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-dah-terry-o-dee. Dee-dee, a fwit-dee-dee-dee-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Da-da-da-da-da-lie-da-lie. Adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go! Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. La-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Crafting, crafting, crafting with Joshi and Cubby. What will we make today? What is the dice of the day? Crafting, creating, collaborating. What would an octopus say? Trivia questions, hooray! Creating, clickbaiting, can't hardly waiting for the crafting show. A crafting show with Cubby and Joshi.
And Mav and Nina.
And Mav
Hi,
and Nina.
everybody.
Hi.
Joshi, hello.
Hi. So I'm only going to be here for maybe I got to go at 10, my time. 11, 12, 1. I think it's 1 p.m. East Coast time. So I'm doing a series of Shakespeare shows out at this theater called Theatricum Botanicum. And I've got a show this morning, so yeah, I got it's a school show, so I got to be there at 10. So I'm just kind of parked outside the venue, and then
Oh my God, Josie.
and then like
That's
10 minutes, but I'll just be I'll be crafting my makeup on for the show while I get
love
ready.
makeup craft.
Aren't you a sweetie?
Mab, I'm
Thank
so
you for-
thank you so much, and Nina, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
Yay!
We're so happy to fill in.
Yeah.
Yay! There's so much work that I've got queued up right now. I'm
That's great.
I'm doing mugs for Abs Fest.
Woo woo.
So
Amazing.
that is a thing. And I got a massive order in for the Sticker Co., which is a thing. And I need to pack that. And I've got some other projects that I am. And my studio's a freaking madhouse. It's insane. It's trash.
Real quick, it may have been a me problem setting this up, but I think we're only live on YouTube.
Yep, that looks like the case.
Um,
One moment.
Sorry, I was driving and in my phone. I was like, I can't make a StreamYard. I'm so sorry.
No, I did it, and I thought that I was adding it too, and I think I just did it solely. I'm so sorry.
No worries.
I think we're live on
Okay, let's-
Twitch now.
Cool.
There we go. Yes, we are. That was me. Yay.
Yay. Go us.
All right. Perfect.
And we are shuffling folks today.
Awesome.
All right. Yeah, so you look like you are going to be printed. Yay, there it is.
Woohoo. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, the colors did get fixed. That looks way better. What did I fucking do? I don't know. But I fixed it.
That's all that matters.
Am I just gonna throw I'm like, okay, I got it fixed. It's gonna do its thing. It's gonna print. I don't know if you guys can see all the stripes in there.
Yes.
So I
Ooh,
printed
nice.
the test one and it looked great. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna hit go and then print 50 of them. Guess what?
They're all lined, aren't they?
They are all lined except for
No.
the test one.
That is such a waste of paper. I hate that.
Yes,
I've
and this isn't
so
just
been
regular
there.
paper, it's sublimation
It's-
paper, which is, you know,
Yes.
I
do.
literally just threw it away because you can't reuse it.
Ugh. Actually, also, Mab, just because it'll be a minute before I start subbing again. I got rid of my sub printer whenever we moved. Do you want the rest of my sub paper at the moment? I got bunches.
Is it 8.5 by 11 or any other unusual sizes?
It is actually not. It's I think every single one of mine are the 11 by 19.
Hmm.
So they're bigger
I-
ones.
Have some of those. And
I'll send you what I have and see if you can use any of it.
I
and if
appreciate
not-
that. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, because
Thank you so much.
I'm not in the
Let's see. Are you trash or are you one of the ones? Nope, trash.
need to get my laser fixed before I first start subbing again.
Trash, 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 trash.
Now, when you say subbing, Nina, do you mean like substitute teaching, or do you mean like using sublimation to create
Sublimation.
crafting?
Hey!
Sublimation. I have never substitute taught before.
So in my current adventures of being unemployed, I looked into that. And I don't have a college degree.
Is that really? I didn't realize that was a requirement for subbing.
In some states,
is
and
in
it happens to be
some,
in the state
It
that I
is
live
in
in.
some places. Not every
Oh, okay.
place has it.
Yeah, and they want all like this. Here's the thing: they're like, there's a teacher shortage, And I understand, like, you got kids and stuff, and you want the best or whatever for your kids, but like, you got a teacher shortage, and then all of these requirements to be even just a substitute teacher.
Seriously.
I am CPR certified, first aid certified, and everything like that, just because I wanted to be. But
For a
like,
sub, I just don't find it necessary to have a degree.
yay! We got people. We got Evelyn
Oh!
Evanmore. Yay! And David
Hello,
Percival
friends.
and VLF. Welcome. Welcome
Hi,
to the
guys.
world of tomorrow.
Welcome
all
to
the
the crafting arena of crafting Craftopia.
Oh,
Pew,
You know,
pew, pew, pew,
it's taken me a while to perfect my air horn sound effect.
it was good. It was great. Practice.
Thank you. Okay, I'm slowly clearing space on my work desk. Slowly getting there. Very shortly, I will have made it to the point where I can do things. And the first thing I got to do is pack it. Hey, good question. How is everyone? How you doing, Nina? Welcome to the crafting show.
Yeah,
So happy
Nina,
to be here.
hello.
This is, I think, like my second time being on the crafting show. It's so fun. I love it. Doing good. I'm working on some new things, and also working on AbsFest, and also working on KrampusCon for Ansa, and also working on Nat 21 and Destination D&D, and what else? All the things. May
All
it's
the
a
things.
very busy month. Always.
So,
Hey, Bonnie Desiree. I was thinking about you the other day. Oh, you know what? We were talking about merfolk.
are you a merfolk, Nina?
I am not. I think it would be amazing. I would love to. I mean, I played mermaids when I was little.
Didn't we all?
No, I was telling
I played
Mab
Kraken.
if yes. I was telling Mab that I'm actually currently in the mix of all the other things that I'm doing. Decided to put one more thing, and I'm working on creating a digital Renaissance Festival D&D fantasy magazine.
Oh, cool.
So we were talking about mermaids because one of the mermaid performers who I know, she does Tennessee Renfest and Ohio Renfest. She is going to be my first interviewee for my magazine.
Hey.
So I am super excited. So I've been like, any like downtime has been being poured into to my little passion project of fun.
That's such a fun idea.
I love it. I think it's gonna be I wasn't really sure at first, and we'll see how it goes. It depends on how everyone feels about it, but I did push it out to some of the community just to be like, "Hey, would anybody at all be interested in this?" And lots of really, really good responses. So, again, we'll see how it goes. If it just runs for a little while, that's okay. Let's just have some fun,
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's kind of my little like side thing going on right now that I'm just kind of doing for me, well, for me and the community. And we'll see how it goes.
Amazing. I love that.
I'm excited about it. I think it's like the whole point to begin with, because I was like, I do all of this stuff for other people and I absolutely love doing it, but I don't have anything like design and like Renaissance, which are, my two things together. That's mine. And so I was like, I want to do something for me,
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it's
Heck
been
yeah.
fun.
And I think it's a thing that's needed.
Yeah, I've looked around. I mean, there at one time was a Renaissance magazine.
Yep.
But and people actually really loved it. I went back on old Reddit and stuff. You can find anything on Reddit. People will tell you the truth there, painful or not. But
Ha, true.
True.
I
True.
I found some old posts and stuff about it, and it seemed to be a really fun thing that people really liked whenever it was happening. And then Paolo and then Mab also had heard about the Mag of Holding, right? Is what it was called.
Yep.
And that had a Kickstarter and everything, and people loved that. And Paolo said it was really cool. But that also is no longer in commission.
Okay, now that's
So-
a question you got to ask: is why are these no longer around?
That's a good question. That's a very good question.
Find that out, and that'll
Yeah.
help you solve problems before they occur.
I love that. Absolutely. Because, yeah, the Mag of Holding, it even said it was funded in 26 minutes.
Yeah, we
Now
helped
this
with that.
was, yeah, this was, I think, UK, question mark?
Yeah, they were in Ireland, I want to say.
Ireland. Okay. And so, yeah, I don't, unless this was just like a one-time thing for the Kickstarter. Let me see.
They tried to do quarterly mags. They had like Maga Holding, then they had the Pirate Maga Holding, and they had some other stuff. And it may have been infrastructure that caused that one to fold.
Could have been. Could have been. Yeah, but all of their stuff is no longer a thing. I do wonder when this finished because I did notice too that when I started just looking through random Renaissance type of things that people did, like there was somebody started a podcast and it was, these performers, and I was like, oh, this is so fun, only to find out they started in 2020 and ended it
Yeah.
after about 6 or 7 months,
Yeah,
So then
that
I
was a
looked
COVID
to,
project.
yeah,
soon as
so
we
then
could
I
start
do
going
look
to
to see if stuff is COVID project related, which would make much more sense, or if it's like legitimate, they didn't get enough people, community, whatever it was. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Worth a shot. Never know. till you
Yeah,
try.
worth a shot. And like I think people like it. I guess like like the thing mostly I think that runs those types of magazines are advertisements
Yeah.
and those types of things. But I have no advice about that. I'm terrible at marketing.
So I've actually started that process as well. I did talk to the Renaissance Festival podcast guys. And they are going to give me a spot, and in turn, I'm going to put them in there as well. So, so I've started that as well because I really want to make it like, I mean, you look in this magazine and it's like the world you're in is our Renaissance world, our fantasy world, So I want all of the ads to go with that. I don't want we don't need, like here's a cute top from, Shein. Like, no, we're doing like Renaissance inspired. I want to do small businesses that, do this kind of thing. And so, yeah.
Yeah, and like actual like Ren fairs can advertise for themselves.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because what I'm trying to do, because my biggest thing, and it's what I've been working on the past 6 months with Nat 21, with Destination D&D, with Abs Fest and everything, is to basically create templates. And so when you go in each week or each month to redo your stuff for the month, all you're making is a few little changes and not having to redesign everything every single time, which is where the whole on brand, thing
Yep,
goes.
I love that.
Yes. So I'm hoping to do it month by month. And then spotlight a Renaissance festival that's happening that month.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
nice.
So yeah, so I'll have I've actually already started working on it, but I'll have an interactive Renaissance festival map, like of the United States, and it'll show all the festivals going on in that month. And then the link will take you directly to their website.
This sounds familiar. Does that exist somewhere?
Does it?
It,
Now
it might have. I know there used to be like a very basic, almost like message board like place that would do that, but that was like a decade ago. So I don't know if it still exists, or like I think a lot of those links, if it does exist, I have no idea if those links have been updated. Like,
No upkeep.
there is a website that has every single festival period and by month, and it's called the Ren List.
and it's what?
Yes, that sounds familiar.
The Ren List.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm
So-
thinking of.
Yeah, so theirs
It
is
is. Yeah,
Four of those.
theirs
but that's
is
not really the same as what you're doing.
specifically no, because I mean, they have all the points on the map, and it will go to their stuff, but
Yeah.
theirs is like every single one period, you know. And I have reached out to them as well, so I would love to, you know, even say like, hey, these knowing where all these Renfests are provided by, you know, the Ren List type of thing. So there's lots of little things, which is why when I was like at the beginning of April, like, oh, I think this will be fun. I could probably push this out in May. I quickly went, no, you're going to give yourself a couple of months so that you can get all of this figured out.
Yeah.
This is, you're being very, really overestimating yourself there.
Yeah.
So there are basically things like it, just nothing all in a one set place.
Cool.
So
Yeah, I know there's like a lot of people who would appreciate something like that existing.
I hope
Yep.
so. I think it would be fun. I know, especially like, well, I mean, now we go to a lot more, but there's a lot of people that just
Wow.
go to the Ren Fair at their hometown, and then that's it. And so throughout the year, they're fiending for some Renfest-ness, you know.
Yeah.
So, oh, Sir David said they moved. I'm maybe he's talking about Mag Upholding. They moved and had several issues with staff and printers. That's why I'm going digital.
What was it?
David, I'm guessing he's talking about the Mag Upholding, maybe, or
Yeah.
he said they moved and have had several issues with staff and printers
Oh.
because they were doing a physical magazine.
They were. They were. Yes.
Hi, Sally. Viking weekend.
Whee!
That would be so
Heck yeah.
Heck
all
yeah.
All right, so I think it's time for me to go. Sorry I could only stop in for a tiny little bit. Mav and Nina, thank you so
glad
much
you
for covering this week. I think this is maybe like the first time this has ever happened where like
I think so too.
yeah.
Where
But-
one of you are not, yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I've said this before, but I was saying to Cubby the other day, I was like, I think the crafting show is like the most consistent thing I've ever done in my life.
I know.
I will say that is the one thing on Wednesdays that I'm like, oh, it's happening. Like, if it doesn't happen, I would be shocked.
Right? And
Oh,
there was
that's
a,
great.
like,
That's great to
Well-
hear. It's a highlight of my week, honestly.
The highlight of ours as well.
Yeah.
I love it.
when
All right,
my alarm went
have-
off this morning, I was like, question, should I just let it fade? Should I just No, I'm here.
That way you
Oh,
could
I
go-
also, and I'll post pictures in the Reddit, but I have a little announcement. We got a kitten.
Oh, yay!
So those
What is their name?
her name is Magnet. Maggie for short. She's a reverse calico. Which
Okay.
like I didn't know existed. So like
Yeah.
normally like she's like a gray and ginger calico. So like she's got
I love
like
it.
yeah,
Oh, I love it.
I'll post pictures. She's so
Please.
tiny and so cute. And this morning, like we've been slowly introducing her, like she was in one room, and then yesterday we opened up her world a little more, and then this morning we brought her in the bed with us, and she curled up and like just started purring and like fell asleep with us. So we're like, oh, okay, she's really happy here.
Sweet. Is she a kitten?
Yeah, she's 9 weeks old.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, she's so tiny and so cute, and I will kill for her. I love her forever.
love
But yeah,
it.
I'll post pictures in the Reddit. All right, now I gotta go. But I just wanted to let everyone know about that very important announcement.
So glad you did.
Yay. All right, bye. Have a great show. Bye,
Good
everybody. See you
luck.
next week.
Have fun.
What the shit, bitch?
So fun.
Why you don't work, huh, Cords? Plug you in. Oh, there you go. Tenuous at best. There we go. Beep, 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 beep. Beep. Oliak.
That's what I just saw too. I was like, that's awesome.
I hate when I have to miss it because of life. Yes. Yes. We love you. And the fact that this is here all the time is we need constants in this world.
We really do.
So I'm okay with that.
Need something that we can count on.
I am almost done. I am almost done. I'm almost ready to do the thing. Should be opening with a thing. Well, let me go look at the. And then I'll be able to pay attention to you guys.
It is a feel good show because it's just always, just happy. I do love
What's today's date?
Sonnet. Today is April 30th. It is the last day of April. We are almost into the 5th month of 2025. Craziness.
There we go.
Alrighty.
Boop.
I was
Evelyn.
waiting for someone to say it.
Oh yes. Which I know there's like bye, but I don't know. There's like gonna be another song that's related to this. Dude, this is awesome. This is
Related
such
to
a
what?
huge order that somebody just did for the stickers. This thing weighs more than my standard package size.
That's
Like almost double. I love it.
I love that.
And fun fact, it's getting shipped to someone called Fake Name.
Fake Name. Interesting.
Which in
Is
any
that some of your
other
sticker to the man stickers?
yes, in any other business that would set up a red flag, but in this one it sends up a green flag.
Yes, it does. Yes, it
Because the stickers that they ordered, I was like, yeah, this is definitely a Fed. And definitely a Fed. So on our site, if like there's some stickers that people are looking at and going, I don't know what that means. What does that mean? I don't get it. And I'm like,
Oh, really?
well, because you have to be a Fed. These make sense to
I see.
federal workers
Yeah.
who are in the trenches right now.
Gotcha. That does make sense.
In the literal trenches. All right. Sticker order packed. Let me put this by the mail out place and I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves.
Sounds great. FBI glow in the dark. What's that word? Okay. What are we working on now?
All right, I am back. Did I tell you, the lovely Nina? Did I show you? Oh, I just put them away. The protest packs that I made for the stickers. Did I show those to you?
The protest packs? I don't think so.
Yes. So I designed these stickers. Oh, that's a good place to stash them. Come on, girl. Where they at? Right here.
Where they
So I designed these stickers. So for people who make stickers, you know that it can be a tedious process, especially if you are cutting them with a cutter or cutting them by hand or whatever. It can take forever, right? So you want to like price them appropriately for how long it takes to cut. But I wanted to create a set of stickers that are so cheap, and sending them out to press was not an option because I had so many, because I wanted a variety. Right now I have a variety of 20, and sending it out to press would have been, where it can be like 13 cents of stickers, I would have had to pay up front, like $500.
Ugh.
At least. Yeah. And I wanted them to be quick peel, and they didn't need to last, right? So then I was printing them on paper and cutting them all by hand, just simple squares, and they weren't peeling. One of the notes I got was like, they are a little bit difficult to peel off the back. So if you wanted to do it quickly and roguishly, it was a challenge. So I saw something on a sticker board that said they use their label printer to make stickers. And I went and I got labels.
That's amazing.
And I just hit the button and it goes, boing, and it prints out the strip of 10. These are I call these my protest pack.
That's incredible.
But wait, there's more. If you get good, different colored stickers, it can only print black. It can't do full color, right?
Right.
It's a thermal printer. And you can make it on an orange.
I love it.
Right? So, yeah.
Because they have all sorts of colors in person.
You are correct.
Thermal, right?
Yeah. I went and when this was successful for other stickers that are going to be future, this is
the gold. I love
gold glitter, silver glitter. I've got a holographic pearl. I've got red. Where did the red go? I've got red somewhere.
Oh, red's pretty too.
Like a metallic red.
So black on top of those, like.
Yeah, so it wasn't black. The labels themselves are white. It just, because there's no ribbon.
Right.
You're welcome, Evelyn Evermore. I appreciate your gutter mind. I really, really do. So yeah, I'm very excited about this.
That is awesome. You already have those up on your site?
Yeah, on the Dissent is Patriotic site. I wish I could do this in color because it was just so fast. Weep, weep, weep. But yeah.
It would be so nice.
And then another thing, because you can't print. I know. You guys are the best dirty friends a person can have. Yeah, I'm very excited. So this is the sticker biz.
Super, super exciting. How are you doing with it? Like, because I know you've had it kind of out there for over a month now. How long have you had the site up?
We are almost done breaking even of our initial investment.
That's incredible.
Because the bumper stickers are they had to be like vinyl and UV, and we had to pay money to get those printed.
Yeah.
So we had almost 50 designs, right? And 100 of each design. So we are paying off our initial investment, and then we can really start donating to. We have a whole list of resources that we will be donating to percentage of our sticker sales.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, let's talk. I have a lot of things in my maker queue right now. I probably would be able to take up commissions in June. I think I'll have June because a lot of the stuff is due in May. So
That's where I'm at right now. Everything is May. It is
Yeah.
the busiest month always. Always.
plus I'm going to Abs Fest and I hope to be vending.
That's gonna be so fun. I'm so excited to go to Abs.
Yes, I'm so glad you're going to be there.
I know.
Like you had to move to Ohio to
Right?
to
How
go to.
random is that? I was closer before.
Yeah, exactly.
Which we are actually going to take that weekend, and after Abs Fest we're gonna drive down to Nashville and do Memorial Day Tennessee Fest.
Aw. Oh yeah, we talked about that a little bit. Yeah.
Their last
That's
day of
nice.
Memorial Day. So we're gonna jump down there for that. And I'm excited. I think that'll be fun. Oh, and I'm going to New York in a couple weeks.
New York City or
New York City.
Friend Fair or
No, actually for this, a friend of mine who is a hairstylist has a big conference up there. And so she was going by herself and she was like, "Hey, you want to come with?" I was like, I mean, let's go. So it just worked out to where it wasn't in the middle of Abs Fest and all the other things. And I was like,
Oh,
"You know what?
wow.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
sounds
yeah.
fabulous. Let's run off to New York for a couple days." I love it.
have you been to New York before?
I've been once.
for
Justin and
you.
I went the first year we were married. I surprised him with Chris Hardwick, comedian. He's a comedian. Chris Hardwick tickets, and so that's actually how I told him. I gave him the tickets, and he was like, "Oh, Chris Hardwick," and he goes, "Wait, this is in New York." I said, "Yeah." He was like, "Are we going to New York?" I was like, "Yeah, we are."
What a sweetie.
That was a fun little.
Does he kind of look like Chris Hardwick? Or am I
He has
imagining?
He has the same build, probably. Like they both have like that average build with the, kind of like that clean cut type of thing. So yeah, I could totally see how they would have the same
I
vibe.
I can't in my head picture Chris Hardwick, but I can picture Clucking Awesome. So I'm like,
Same person, really. Though.
are they the same person? Do we know?
Do we know? He's got Chris Hardwick money and comedian life. Let a wifey know.
Yeah.
Still need to send the digital poetry proofs. Ooh. Lost the email address she said to send them to.
Ooh.
What is for
Oh,
what is
I got you. You
I was gonna say, yeah.
yeah. Nina, you
Is this-
know, go ahead and post the
Okay.
Absbest email address
Yeah.
because I am hands ocupado at the moment. Ocupado, ocupado, ocupado.
Gmail.com.
Let's see if I can do two at a time.
The future of tradition at gmail.com is
That sounds
involving
familiar.
Absbest, so you can send it there. Have we ever seen Cluckin and Chris in the same room?
That's what I'm saying. I literally just said that. Yes. I mean, even at the comedy show. Dun dun dun.
Hmm.
Dun dun dun.
He did have to go to the bathroom a lot. No, just kidding. Just was
That's-
always leaving. I don't know where he's going.
And yeah, I thought it was drugs. I thought it was drugs.
Why couldn't it have been? Why couldn't it have been the drug?
It's just some
Hello,
guy.
hello. Hello, friends.
Here we are, makers gonna make, we're gonna make them stuff. So this Thursday, fun fact, is Mab Labs. And what you see me doing now, I will also be doing in Mab Labs. I have a couple of ideas for what I should be doing for that show. And normally I have someone to interview, but I will say May snuck up on me.
Yeah, like I said, May is just it's a hard month.
Well, it was suddenly May. I thought I had a week. I thought it was next week. I didn't do the math on days of the week or something. I don't know. It's next level geometry or some shit. Trigonometry. Hard to say. But I had the idea of doing a mock setup of my vending booth and getting audience feedback.
Oh, that's cool.
Theory, right?
That would be a
But,
super fun idea.
Yeah, so that I could be like, okay, I don't know. So Mab Labs is all about, experimenting and learning and trying to figure things out. And being like, this isn't going to work, or, new ideas. Trying shit out, really, is the moral of that story.
Well, it's a laboratory where you do all the things. You figure it out.
Yeah.
That will be so fun.
Making it up.
If you're feeling up
as
for doing
we
that, I think that would be a blast.
go. Oh, so much making it up as we go, though. That is faux show.
Faux show. Mab
Your
Labs
face is
is
faux
on
show.
a meeting night for one of the yeah.
Yeah.
Always
Is it always on third? Is it like the first Thursday of the month, or is it every Thursday evening? Oh, it's just the first Thursday. Yeah. You guys would be awesome to have on Mab Labs. But Viking's got a Viking, yo. I'm assuming it's a Viking meeting. Because honestly, everything you do is a Viking thing.
That's awesome. I liked my crocheted small purse at Abs Fest. Oh, I bet.
I'm very grateful that people are helping out with the raffle. It was a little passion project of mine last year. And I got really swamped this year and wasn't able to do it, but still kind of, I'm like, I can passively help with it in any capacity that I can, but I can't be like the primary contact for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so glad. It's had a big response. It's been going great.
Yeah. And one of the things I tried to do last year was set up a bunch of infrastructure to make it easy for the next year. So
that is the ultimate thing. That's what I'm trying to do with AbsFest this year as far as the back end stuff goes.
Yeah.
This is my first year doing it, so I came into all of those who were before designers before me, and had to kind of just wade my way through the water and figure everything out. So
right. I think I had to do a rebuild of the website or something at one point because she lost the site for something, and I hopped in and I was like, this is the best I can do from cloning that I had created backups in previous years. Like I'll always be creating backups.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Always be archiving. Yo. All right.
Always.
Is that all? Did I fucking cut all of them? Oh, I didn't print them, any of them. Because of the lines last time. So how many? That would be 5, so that's probably 10. So should I cut out all the things that I sublimate first, or should I print and cut and sublimate all at the same time? I feel like doing too many things at once can drive me insane.
Yeah, I was gonna say the more that you section it out, the less overwhelmed you will feel.
Yeah.
Get your assembly line kind of
Yeah.
process going.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go grab my other laptop that does a better print. Look at my crooked bangs. This laptop has been chugging along. I got this laptop, I want to say 2018, 2019, which in laptop years is pretty old.
It
Not
is,
as
yeah.
old as Paulo's Mac, but it's definitely old.
Which he has
And-
also replaced recently.
Yeah. And my new laptop is a year old, and it's so much better. Oh my gosh.
I literally just did the same thing. Well, mine wasn't even that old, but I hadn't started getting into the video production stuff that I got into as soon as I started doing stuff with Nat 21.
You were
So
doing that before. Don't
I was.
Don't kid.
I was just not as I guess what's the best word? Like in such a big capacity, maybe. So I had gotten that one. It was just a nightmare to render video. I mean, videos were taking me like over an hour to render out, and it was just like I have other stuff to do. So I upgraded, what actually worked out because Cluckin, while he has his work computers, does not have a personal laptop. And so he was like, I really need one anyway. And I was like, I need to upgrade. And so it just kind of worked out. So now that I have upgraded 1 and then 2, I save almost nothing to my desktop. Everything is on
Oh yeah.
a
Never.
hard drive. Everything. And it
Yep.
stays like I'd show you if it wasn't literally what I was on, but I have it literally like it's in my computer all the time and it has a little compartment for itself. And since I've done that and upgraded the computer, it is just
It's a dream, isn't it? And
Oh,
my
it's
my
so
other
nice.
laptop, I like this one. Part of the problem with the lag is it doesn't connect to the internet reliably, and it is out of storage space. So when I got this laptop, it was partitioned, and I never partition my hard drives. I never really got into that
Same.
because the OS maxed out the C drive, and everything wants to access the C drive. And I was like,
Yep.
well, why? So I've been trying to like move files over to the D drive, which is the other partition. It's kind of nuts. Anyways, rambling story short, I got a new laptop, and I have connected the Google Drive
Yes.
to my
Also good.
file architecture. So I don't have to go to Google on the web browser, download the file, save it to my local, and then work on it. I can access it directly on the Google Drive. And this is for all the shared projects that we do.
Yep.
And then, yeah.
Oh, I do the same thing. I have
So cheap right now.
SanDisk.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah. Go to Costco, and you can get like a 2 terabyte drive for $100. 2 mother flipping terabyte for $100.
see if I can do this without
Yeah.
so
Oh, look at that.
and he's a 2 terabyte and it just
I can't hear you because you're not speaking into the
Oh.
mic.
my bad. I said that's my little guy. He's a 2 terabyte and he literally just stays hooked into my computer and stays in that little pocket just all day every
Mhm.
day. And
Nice.
then
So USB connections, I do question, is that fast or slow, or
so with this one specifically, because so that is the other thing too, is that you can look at that. That is a spec that you look at as well on how fast it's going to run on your system. So you can get a 2 terabyte that doesn't run as fast. So there are little things like that. But with that though, oh, it's been very,
Nice.
very quick. Yeah.
Ooh, nice. And I have my old external hard drives from just years and years. I've got stuff from when I was in Jala Drum, which was my belly dance troupe in the year 1998, 99.
That's
It's from
awesome.
last millennium.
Millennium.
Millennium. All right. Speaking of laptops, I got to go get my other one and start printing
Do
it.
it. Google Drive is awesome sauce. I love it. I'm a complete Apple everything. I have my laptop, which connects to my phone, which connects to my iPad and all that, but I use Google Drive and Google Photos. Makes no sense to anybody else but me. But yeah, I do have a lot of things in different places because I'm always worried about what if something happens to it. I had an old you know, like brick terabyte hard drive back in college, and um it was so expensive too, and it wasn't even I don't now that I think about it, I feel like it was like 512. I don't even think it was a full terabyte. And that thing was like 200 and something dollars. And it eventually just fully crapped out. And I lost everything on it, and now I know better.
That sounds brutal.
Now I know better.
There we go.
I wish Google Drive wasn't inevitably start sucking because I like it right now.
Yeah. I don't know what alphabet is. What is alphabet?
I don't either.
Share.
I'm hoping it's gonna stay good. I love my Google Drive. That's
Yeah.
yes.
In the club. In the club.
Love it.
I love that it's tech nerds now because Cubby and Shoshi are not tech nerds.
Oh
that's-
no, not at all.
Sneak peek of what we've got going on today. Ask us your tech questions and we will Google the answer for you.
We'll do what we can there.
So, I know, wake up. I want to say like job requirements for tech people should say and knows how to write a Google query.
Absolutely.
And I was in an interview once and they asked me something and I was like, I don't know the answer to that, but let me Google that for you. And I know that wasn't the right answer, but I already knew I wasn't getting the job because I didn't know the answer. But I thought maybe like the stones on this gal of saying, I'm going to Google it like I would do for any problem I don't have the answer for. So
it's kind of becoming in the tech world, instead of have you turned it on and turned it back off, it's or have you turned it off and back on, it's have you Googled it yet? I've been in interviews where they ask me, where would you go to find out?
I've had that question.
Google.
And you've got Stack Overflow, Reddit, and GitHub even.
Oh
those
yeah.
are the top three that are, Stack Overflow, right?
The resources are like so many these days. And honestly, for that kind of stuff, again, I'm not trying to get into war here, but ChatGPT can be used for resources like that. That's very nice.
Right. I have used so GitHub created GitLabs, I think.
Okay.
Maybe you call it Copilot. They call it something.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I know that Windows now has Copilot or Microsoft has Copilot, but I think there was something kind of Copilot-y from GitLab or GitHub, And I would do that for, like, if I'm writing a big program, I would say, blah, 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 give me a first draft of blah, blah, blah. And I would have it do the thing. And then I would like go back in and line by line review. But it saved me from doing the tedious of basic functions that, you know, we do all the time or whatever. So
Absolutely.
that was where it came in handy.
Absolutely. The best way to find the answer on Reddit is to give a blatantly wrong answer and wait for someone to correct you. That is so true. I was just talking before we got on stream actually to Mab and Shoshi saying that Reddit is the place that I will go to for the most blatant, honest answers that that person thinks it is, whether that be nice or not or
Right.
wrong.
Oh, motherfucker. I'm making a mess. There we
I
go.
do that all the time.
Sorry.
So I've never, I mean, like, I do like to color and I color with my kids and everything, but I haven't really like colored in a long time. And so since I've been
Oh,
working on this map and doing this, like coloring in all of these images, I've just like, it's been so relaxing. I'm just sitting there like listening to the TV or like, you know, listening to my son tell me about his school day and stuff and just coloring. And I'm in full uh you know, listening mode. I can hear everything, but it's just does not have to be doing something. I'm a multitasker.
are you coloring on a tablet?
I am. I'm coloring in
I may have to
Procreate.
step away for a few minutes. That's lovely. I think I have to step away for a few seconds. Give me
Okay.
a couple minutes. I'm gonna pop out. I will be back shortly. So talk amongst yourselves.
Good, my dear. Procreate, no. I think I mean expensive relative, but Procreate's not a subscription. I think it's just a one-time fee, and I want to say it was $30. Uh but I use the crap out of it. Oh, I'm sorry. $12.99. $12.99 it says, no subscription. That's it. Just a flat fee. So, I don't know where I got 30. What a CSP. I'm not either. Really, the only thing that I do have a subscription on, just because in designing world, it's just how I learned is Adobe, the Adobe software. I think I paid for the Adobe software. I used to buy it outright because you used to just buy the discs. But now you have to pay for a monthly subscription. So that's one of the big ones that I do every month and have for many and many and many years because I just use the crap out of Illustrator and InDesign and all that jazz. Um, oh, Clip Studio Paint. I've not ever even heard of that. Like I said, I literally learned on Illustrator and I've pushed myself out to Procreate. I can do a few things in Canva, but that's like pretty much it. Well, look at this. Clip Studio. Well, this is cool. Um, so that's awesome. Let me um, may just be us for the rest of the times, friends. We'll see. Mab not feeling well, so hopefully she'll come back and be okay. We shall see. Subs for software suck. They do. Subscribers for DVP and super happy. Subscribers. Y'all are giving me all these new ones. I feel like I haven't ventured out enough. Free open source desktop publishing software. Well, that is super cool. Oh, this is like for kind of like for magazines and everything, like I'm doing. I did try whenever I was started to work on the magazine, I've always used InDesign for everything, which is Adobe. But I did try Affinity Publisher. I think I still am just because I'm used to InDesign. It's just my go-to, but Affinity was pretty nice as well, and it's a one-time fee, which would have been nice. Free isn't by me, Adobe. Amen. Uh, there's a script in there, lots of free brushes. Oh, that's cool. I have really gotten I wasn't really using like any outsourced brushes or third-party brushes from Procreate until I started working on this thing, and then I started kind of venturing out and going, "Well, these are fun, these different kind of brushes and everything. I love it." Yeah, that would be really cool because 'cause I've done some 3D in Photoshop, but, no, Illustrator, one of them. But yeah, this Scrabus, I'm gonna have to look into this. I hadn't seen this one. I also just love learning new tools because as a designer, as you start doing stuff for other people, like I just took on Nat 21 this year and I just took on Apps Fest this year and things like that. Well, you're going into something that every other designer or that has been a part of it has been on. And so there's been some things that I've gone, I can make this. I just don't know how you guys made this. So I've learned some new tips and tricks and tools and things like that when working for different clients and everything because you just kind of have to be a little more well-rounded. You can change it out eventually, but if it's already built, it's just so much easier to be able to change things around rather than rebuilding it in a program you already know. If you're willing to learn and a quick learner. I think it's fun to learn new things and kind of have that round well-roundedness of all the things. So, we did have to do 3D modeling, in my design classes in college. That was a big one that they wanted you to learn was how to 3D model. I think I've used it once or twice ever. So, but yeah, I've been enjoying the Procreate thing. It's been a lot of fun. Coloring and things. So, what else am I working on? Y'all saw these last year, but Ansa's ornament that match her Yuletide Monsters Oracle deck. Started making more of those for her Krampus Con. That's super fun. And then what else am I working on? I made some stickers for her for that. I feel like I have so many things going on, but like all of them are digital. I have a lot of digital stuff going on. I need to set up a stream one night for 'cause I think you can set this up to do presentation mode, so I should set it up to where y'all just kind of follow me while I design some things. I do a lot of stuff with my hands. I do leather and lasering and all that kind of stuff, but a lot of my stuff is design. So I may try and do some sort of sideshow or fill-in show if someone's not there, um, so that you guys can just watch me while I design stuff and ask questions if that sounds interesting at all. Um, oh, good. Yeah, I think it would be fun. Love designing. Um, let me organize. Let me show you how that works in my brain. So the past, oh, I don't know. I just realized you can't hear me. The past like 6 months or so, um, I got introduced to the bullet journal, and I know everybody uses it differently, and whatever. I use it as a brain dump book. Everything that goes on is in this book. Like if I need to know something, if someone asks me to do something, whatever, it is in this one. So much so that I actually made myself another one. Uh, okay, so this is not the best. This is only like the second one that I've made since I started making notebooks and stuff the past like couple of months. But this is going to be my new bullet journal that I made. I like did all the paper and put the chipboard in there myself. That is the the branding that I made for Abscess and Nat 21, so I wouldn't have to go find the color codes all the time, so I could just have them in my book. And so it says organized-ish, an enchanted ledger of loose ends, noble intentions, and half-finished quests, which is the story of my life. So that'll be my new one whenever my other one runs out, which is happening very quickly. So the these are a lot of fun, making the notebooks and stuff. It's just still a learning curve. It's really the backs and the fronts that I've got to get kind of figured out. Um, doesn't look bad. It's just like you can see like where I cut that a little bit and stuff. So I need to figure out the best way for that. So yeah, shiny. It is. It is shiny. I I put a holographic sheet over it before I did the rest of it. So trying to make it fun. But yeah, so that is the only way that I can stay organized is everything gets written down in a list. I even made I also made this one for myself, which is a daily side quest one. This one doesn't even it just has a back. It doesn't even have a front. And so it has like the times here so I can kind of write down and then it has like a list of to do and then I can put whatever up here. But I also did that because at the end of my day, I'm like, what did I get accomplished some days? And so this just makes it nice. Um, so I can literally look back and go, okay, right. Or like, oh, you weren't very productive today. Just so I can kind of know where I'm at and then take new notes as I need to. And then this one, which, yeah, see, I haven't even turned it into a notebook yet, but I started playing with some different little fun notepads. So this one would have the piece on the back and then glued here, and then you could just tear it off like a regular notepad. So I've been playing with the notepads. It's been my newest endeavor to learn. One, because I just feel like I always need a notepad, and now I can just make them myself. Yes, see, that's what I'm like. Bullet journal is such a broad term now because people use it for absolutely everything. At the beginning of my bullet journal, I had everything so pretty and like that quickly went away when I was like, I just need something to take notes on. But I was let's see. I started like drawing and coloring in my little things, making it fun, and then we decided to move states, and that's kind of when my bullet journal went downhill, and it just became a massive scratch pad. So I mean, yes, probably the truest sense of the phrase, that would be a bullet journal. I like it. Just some guy, are you gonna be at Tennessee Ren Fest on Memorial Day? That is true. I mean, overall, regardless if it's not all pretty and everything, it is so functional. It takes all of this messy stuff and puts it in a good place. So I I do agree with you. I shouldn't say downhill. My uh artsiness in it stopped, but phew. Oh, good. We will be there. I'm so glad. This will be besides 2020, we haven't missed a Tennessee Fest in almost 10 years. So I was sad that we were going to, and then it just worked out to where we could make it where we could go. So don't have to miss this year. So I'm excited. So other than making notepads, my laser breaking, I'm really hoping that part comes in pretty soon. Um, so I can get that hopefully fixed because I use my laser a lot, a lot, a lot. So yeah, so let's see. So we have most of our crafty people since we're on the crafter making show. So if I did do the little one-off, one-shot um, designing show, like digital designing show specifically, 'cause it would be on the computer. Um, what when would that work for you guys? During the day, at night, on a specific obviously not in the middle of our other shows, but let me know if that's something y'all be interested in. Large deal on a build a drawbot for. Tell me what a drawbot is. I am not sure. Drawbot. So yeah, so that is what's going on with me this month besides all of the other little things and then just working on the magazine, which since all of you are here, um if anybody wants to send in with permission, of course, I would be putting them in a publication. But if y'all want to send any Ren shots, Ren Fest pictures, or anything that y'all have, send them to me so I can put. I want to have a community spread page where it's just different pictures and stuff from different community members at their different fests. So that's you guys have any awesome pictures? Drawbot is basically just 2D player. Oh, okay, okay, gotcha. You can send it to me on Discord. That's totally fine. Or if they're bigger and you would rather send them to me in email, I'll go ahead and pop it in here. Put it here. So that is an email address, or my Discord is it Nina Lee H or is it Nina Lee? No, I don't remember what my own Discord is. Let's see. Nina Lee H. Okay. Okay. My Renfests are so far away though. Doesn't matter, girl. Whenever they are, I am so happy to have them. And then if any of them end up getting used, obviously I'll let you guys know and all of that. So um, we can do it that way. But yeah, Discord, or that's the email address for it. Still working out all the logistics, like I said. So yeah, it'll be fun. All right. Then I have probably about like 10 minutes or so left before I have to go and sit in pickup line at school for 45 minutes. So fun. Let's see. What else have I been working on that I can show you guys? I think it's kind of been just the same. Yeah, pretty much everything I've shown just because I have been so enthralled with all the Apps Fest and Nat 21 and all that updating. But other than that, wish I had something physical to work on today. I kind of found out last minute I was hopping on, and so I've been, like I said, all digital, so I don't really have anything physical hands working. Just got to NOLA. That Louisiana Renfest is a lot of fun. We now our home fest will be Ohio, and where we live now, we're actually 2.5 hours from our fest. When we first got together, we were like almost an hour, maybe an hour and 20 from Tennessee Fest, and then we moved, and we were like 25 minutes, and it was awesome. And we moved to a different place in Tennessee. Now that we're in Ohio, we're 2.5 hours. I was like, "We're just gonna have to, like, stay at a hotel and spend the night so we can go 2 days." Since 2006, that's awesome. I wish I would've known about Fest sooner than I did. I met Cluckin, and he's the one that told me about it, so I've only been going since, I guess it was 2015. No, 2016, 2016. So, almost 10 years. I think I'm giving myself a little extra. Almost. But yeah. Well, guys, what else are y'all working on? I'll take the last, like, 5 minutes or so. What else are you guys up to? Tell me the things. I do make stickers as well. Like mad. So small back in the day, performers would hang out with you. That's awesome. Dude, they have gotten so big the past few years, and I think it's just social media and, TikTok especially, that's been a big one, but never have I seen so many videos of people going, "Went to my first Ren Fair," and I was like, "Wow." It's, like, just becoming a super popular thing again, which is awesome for our performers, like, wonderful, but it does mean lots more people at the events. I'm curious. I've never been to Tennessee Fest on Memorial Day. I'm wondering if it's gonna be super busy or kinda died out at that point. Get in my local scene till after 2020 when for Yes, it was. It was after 2020. Oh, and somebody said that actually, now that you say that. I feel like it could have been Mab or something like that that was saying, like, or maybe Ansa, after 2020, everybody was just, like, wanting to, have community so bad, and this was something new and fun. New, relative, but, fun to dress up and do all the things, and so yes, please. Love to. Please send along. I am not as good at writing. I can do a little bit of it. Um, I can write I can write corporate emails very, very well. But as far as like poetry or stories, not so much. I wish I had that mind. I have it in a designer standpoint. I can visualize what you're writing about. Love all the different talents. Um, London Fog, you were the one that was just saying that you were saying on AMA, apologies if it wasn't you, I'm pretty sure it was, that we were talking to you about doing the Renaissance Lane show to like pop out your little typewriter and everything and do a limerick or a little quick blurb for someone. I think that was you. And if so, once again, I think that's a fabulous idea. I've seen your writings. I think that would be awesome. You should totally do that. There we go. Talents are not commonplace. Perhaps he is a mental case. Still, he is quite a beau. That is fun whippy show that I mustached. What's that? That's amazing. Oh my god, I love it. It's so good. And probably how anyone outside of the community would have no idea, but anyone inside of the community is just like, yep, know it exactly. Okay, it was you. Good. Yes, you should do it. I think that would be such a cool thing to do. That would be so fun. That's very very niche too. I don't know of anyone else that does like kind of like a lane show like that where they do. I know that they've done like advice ones. Um Come ask me for advice and stuff, ones like that. But as far as like, let me write you a quick little limerick, I think that's really cute. It'd be like the ones that do like the quick artist sketch for you, which those are also really impressive. Yeah, people are so talented. Yeah, I think that'd be really fun. Yeah. Yeah, so that would be something really cool. Being anything and like just being in a Ren fair all day for no reason. Be awesome. A quick word sketch. And we could like come up with a really cool little, name for unless you've already thought about this. This is I some people have, but a cool little name for what you would do. That would be a lot of fun. I've actually thought about this before, and I'm like, if I were to go into what would I do? There's no physical talent. I am not musically inclined. I do not have a strong enough back to lay on a bed of nails, although I am very impressed by those who can. Very impressed. But yeah, I don't know what I could do. You can't really use computers in the Renaissance age. So I was making for fun, like figuring ones. That's such a cute idea. Oh, I love that. And that would be both of y'all as a collab. Oh, that would be super cool. I know. I hate that she's not here. I really hope that she's okay. We will check on her after. Make sure all is well. Yeah, that's really cute. And you could put your own stuff in there and yeah, it'd be a really fun idea. So yeah, I like that. All right, my friends. Well, I do hate to cut you all a little bit early. I think y'all normally end at 2, is that right? Um, but like I said, I have got to run and go get my dude. I know, I would too. which I know it's just like a kind of go do it thing, but then depending on lifestyle and I've got 2 littles and that makes it harder and all of that. I might call it word sketch actually. I like it. I mean, it is what it is, and that would be a you could really make that a cute little thing. You can make your logo really cute for that word sketch. Yeah, that would be fun. I really hope that you try for this. I think that would be such a cool thing. Yes. Yes. Heathens, chaos, things I say a lot. They're wonderful, but and now that my son's in school so, by the way, I think that some of you know anyway, um, I was homeschooled, so I don't really know like, I went to 1st and 2nd grade, but I don't really know how the public school system inner workings are because I didn't do it and I have to deal with it. And my son's in kindergarten, and even in kindergarten, I'm like, "Hey, can you be at this? Hey, we're doing a fundraiser. Hey, we're doing this. Oh, there's a show this night. Oh, there's a celebration this night." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I have to keep a separate calendar for his stuff versus like all the rest of it." And I'm like, "Dang, he's only in kindergarten and we have just like like looking at his school calendar right now and there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 things that I have to be at in the month of May." So, that's been a fun and new experience of, "Oh, wow. Oh, okay. So this is the thing. I'll do lots of fundraisers and lots of, walks and runs and things like that." But, yeah. So, I really should, like, pop on stream at some point at night whenever I'm last minute making him a T-shirt or sticker or something for the next day that I did not realize he needed something before. Um, because that was a fun event the other night going, "Oh, I don't have a shirt for tomorrow. Let me whip one of those out real quick." So, I made him a quick T-shirt, and it was good. Also, I feel like you all would get it and appreciate. So, last week yeah. So, last week, he has, like, this, dino reading week thing going on, whatever. So, um, however, at the end of the week, they said dress up as someone from a different era, whatever that looks like for you. Well, my son's super into space, like plucking, and so he was like, "I want to be an astronaut. I want to be Neil Armstrong." Awesome, let's go. Ordered him the suit. I like made him a little like card with his face, but it said Neil Armstrong on it and everything. He goes to school and I go and pick him up and I was like, "Well, how was everybody's costumes?" He was like, "Yeah, everyone forgot I was the only one." And I was like, "Oh, well, leave it up to your cosplaying parents to always be there for the costumes." And I said, "Well, like, were you good with it?" Like, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I got to wear an astronaut costume all day. It was a blast. Everybody complimented me." I was like, "Here we go. That's awesome. Yes, good for you. You should feel that way." Ah, I could totally do that. That's a great idea. I could do that as a quick, because yeah, sometimes obviously you never know when it's gonna be. So, yeah, I could do a video and then just kind of walk you guys through the process. That would be so fun. All right, my friends, stayed a little bit after, but I unfortunately have to go. Next week, Shoshi and Cubby, as far as I know, will be back. I will check in with Mab in a little bit. If you guys have any Renfest pictures or anything, send them to me. Shoot me a message on Discord. All of that jazz. And thanks for hanging out with me. This was kind of a quick pop up thing. So, like I said, next show, or maybe I'll do a side show or something. I'll set up something where we can do a digital mirror, and y'all can watch me as I design, and we can chat and stuff as well. I think that would be a lot of fun, and uh, y'all can give me some some feedback. I love community feedback. I actually really do. Like, as a designer, people are like, "Well," I'm like, "No." Like, I've told you can ask the Nat 21 performers as I've been making their openers and everything, I put, like, a small little, like, "I am a designer. I was literally taught in school how to be critiqued. This is part of our job. Like, this is for you. So, give me your feedback. Tell me if you don't like something. Like, this is gonna be your brand, so you let me know." And I think that's helped them out a lot. Everyone's been happy with everything, but, I'm like, never take something that I've designed for you and been like, "Okay," and really, you don't like something on it. Let me know. Let me know. Alright, my friends. I will, hopefully see you guys very soon. I'll let y'all know what that looks like, and I hope you all have just the most fabulous hump day ever. Almost to Friday. And we'll come back and hang again soon. I miss talking to you guys. I feel like I was on streams here and there for a bit and then just, behind the scenes stuff happening. So I've kind of been off, but love you guys. I will talk to you soon. Can I? Try this again. Bye.